Welcome to the back nine at Clifton Estates Disc Golf Course, guys. Shot 1 under on the front nine. Gonna try to reach 5 under on the back nine, so I need 4 birdies. It's gonna be a wild ride, so stay tuned. Hole 10 is essentially the same shot as hole 9, 250 feet straight with a little fade at the end to the left. A couple guardian trees at near the basket, but if you make it there, you'll have a putt. Throw in the MD3. That looks like it'll be a putt. Park job on hole 10. That one feels good. Hole 11 is the little brother to hole 2. At 400 feet even, it's downhill. It's still ripped to get there, so I'm going that same Wraith, but I'm gonna put it on hyzer this time and let it flip up to flat down the hill. The basket is in between those 2 big trees down there, the furthest apart. Should have a long putt at it. Got further down here than I thought. Got about a 20-footer for bird. And that's a nice birdie. Let's go. All right, here's hole 12. There's some ruckus in the background from the neighbors, so I'll just give a little breakdown in the voiceover. This is about 340 feet. I'm just trying to aim for that big tree on the right there. Let my Halo Wraith fade back into the fairway. Before we get into hole 13, I just want to say this course is by far my favorite course I've ever played. The shots that it makes you throw and the beauty of this park, it's amazing to just come here and have luscious green grass everywhere you go, and to be able to throw in a park but also have a lot of obstacles and a lot of elevation change like we're going to see in this one here. Although it's the shortest hole in the course at about 130 feet, it is severely uphill, so it's a bit of an ace run, and I'm going with my Hammonds Plains 2023 PA3 up the hill. It's up there. Honestly, a longer putt than you'd like on this hole, but still get a straddler, so let's see if I can make the best of it. Got it. Hole 14 is 255 feet. OB road left, so if you're on the road or left, you're OB. And you've got to basically re-tee if you don't cross in bounds. You want to throw a forehand and just punch into that wood line at the very end there on the right. I'm taking my Big Z Raptor on a forehand. Just going to try to follow the road for as long as I can and then get it to dump to the right. a nice shot. Should be a putt. Hole 15, 243 feet. It's essentially the same shot as I just threw, but you got to get a little further right. So I'm going to try to punch it down this fairway with a little bit more height and get it to crash to the right at the end. Got a little lucky there. The road is OB, but I crossed it. Can't lie, guys, I let the last few holes get in my head about that I was perfect through the back nine. Let that tee shot get in my head, and that feeling of knowing that I'm shooting good always crawls in at some point during my round. It's hard for me to kick that thought out and just throw the shot. I have a feeling that's a feeling most disc golfers have. If you have, let me know how you guys deal with it. I'd love to keep learning about the mental game and physically throwing the discs too, but the mental game is half the game. Hole 16, 260 feet. There's two ways to approach this hole. You can go the crazy man gap straight up the gut. If you kick right, you're down in a OB pond, and it's a very tiny gap with a low ceiling. Or you can take the wide forehand gap of the left side and let it crash to the basket. It is harder to park this going on the left side of the fairway, but that's what I'm going to go with because it's the higher percentage shot. That ain't good. There's a fairway. I hit one of those trees and kicked down in there. RIP to another Raptor and RIP to the bogey-free round. And I know it's hard to see, but the slope is insanely steep, so I don't even know if I'm going to play that because I don't feel like going for a swim today. I'm just going to take the bogey and move on to hole 17. I'm really upset about that one, guys. I had that Raptor for a very long time. It was beat in nice. Something I've been struggling with other than the mental game is on the hyzers, which you've seen one in on the front nine. Kind of got away from me a little bit. I don't swing them as wide as I think I have to. So when in doubt, I just have to make a mental note, swing it further than I have to, you know, commit to that hyzer angle and swing it wide because it will come back. Without further ado, hole 17, uphill, 210 feet. I'm going with a understable EMAC Truth. There's a low-hanging branch up there. I'm gonna try to aim for that branch and let it turn to the right underneath of it. Forehand plays too. I just don't feel that comfortable throwing uphill with a forehand. I hit that big tree up there, which is about 20 feet away, so should have a 20-footer. Hole 18, 310 feet. Taking my Thunderbird, the shorter version of hole 9. So I'm just gonna disc up to a fairway driver rather than a mid-range. Hit it out flat, let it fade, and hopefully have a putt for birdie on a basket that's perched on a little mound up there. looks pretty good. And there you have it, guys. That's the back nine, and that's the round. Thanks for watching. I finished only 1 down on the front nine and 6 down on the back nine for a total of 7 down, which is my course best, personal best for this course. I'm super stoked about that. I was a little worried on the front nine that I wasn't going to reach that goal, but the hot start on the back nine really helped me out. And yeah, overcoming those mental battles is something that I want to get better at, especially in tournaments. I think, honestly, setting up the camera and stuff kind of helps take my mind off of the shots rather than dwelling on them. So, you know, I threw that one in the pond and wasn't even able to play the lie, so I just took the bogey. And, you know, I just moved on to the next shot and took the birdie. Thanks again for watching. This is by far my favorite course. I know I said it already. This is my favorite course in the area that I've ever played. It's just a beautiful park, and right behind me is the Haliburton Museum. It's just so awesome to come here and throw discs and maybe go to the museum afterwards. There's a couple restaurants right down the road. It's a fantastic spot, so if you have a chance to get out here, I totally recommend it. And I would also recommend that if you like the video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe for me. It would help me out a lot. Thanks again, guys. See you later.